The Aggies and the Greyhounds getting together. The ball is tipped, and here we are. Eastern New Mexico handles it first. It'll be Eastern with the ball. Working the ball around the perimeter. Here's a three-point shot from Easter. No good. Second chance look for the Greyhounds. No. Tipped around, hauled in by Goff Brown, tied up there. It'll be Aggie basketball. Starters for the Greyhounds. Garland Easter. A Z. K. Greg Johnson. Earl White. And Jose Merlot. For the Aggies, a traditional look for them. Andre Washington joins the starting five of Reggie Purdom, Jalen Thomas, Deshaun Munson, and Kalen Goff Brown. Here it is with Thomas for three. Knocks it down. Strong start for the Aggie offense. 3-0 run to start it. This one's thrown away. So the Aggies have been away from home for just shy of a month. They've only played 5 home games. This their 6th. They're 2-11 on the season, riding a 9-game skid, looking to break it with Andre Washington at the rim. No good. Greyhounds come in 9-3 on a 4-game win streak. Looking to extend it here at the Aggie Gym. Top of the key, Greyhounds move around. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Into the corner for Easter. Off the back iron, no good. Gets the own miss. Power dribble inside, dump off pass, another power dribble, layup and one for Jose Merlot. Jose Morio will try to convert the N1. Aggies on the miss. Purdom gets slapped. They're going to call the foul. You could hear the slap all the way up here. It'll be charged to Graylin Easter. Now we've got a meeting of some kind. I don't know what that was about. Anyway. Entry pass taken away by Easter. Hit-ahead pass. Baseline drive. Pulled out. Hop step move in the lane. The layup no good. Rebound pulled down by Munson. Munson goes to Goff Brown. Kalen Goff Brown goes to Reggie Purdom. Thomas has it. He's knocked down the only shot for Cameron. Entry pass to Washington. Kick out Purdom. Thought about a three. Thinks better of it. And I beg your pardon. It's Kalen Goff Brown. Goff Brown, hesitation move. Step back move. No good. 17:30 to go in the first half. Greyhounds get the ball inside again. Blocked by Washington. A huge rejection for the Aggies to spark a fast break. And the layup by Munson is good. The find by Purdom. Aggies extend their lead. Greyhounds try to retaliate with a three. Off the back iron. Washington taps the rebound out to Purdom. Purdom, crossover move, loses it. It's still volleying around on the floor as Purdom. Purdom dives on it. Timeout, Cameron. to retain possession. They'll have 23 seconds on the shot clock, 16:46 on the game clock in the lead when we return.
Years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
Here's the inbound to Washington. Finds its way to Munson. Munson goes to Thomas, who already knocked down a triple on the first possession. Thomas drives, step back tees over to Goff Brown. Goff Brown will take his turn at the rack with a massive slam over Merlot. The Aggies cannot control their excitement after the massive slam by Kalen Goff Brown. I didn't know the young man could bounce like that. The Greyhounds want a timeout to talk about it. That was Kalen Goff Brown's first dunk of the season, at least at the Aggie gym. And to my recollection, his first dunk period, even in warm-ups. He got up there. The diaper dandy. Back in a sec. Greyhounds, after the timeout, will try to inbound. They get the ball across the timeline, looking to retaliate. Easter starts the action, goes over to Johnson. Decay finds Easter again. And the entry pass sails out of bounds. Aggies up 7-2 at the 16-minute mark. Subs for the Greyhounds. They're going to bring in 3 new ones. It'll be Malik Oates from Huntsville, Alabama. The sophomore center enters the game. As does Belitz Kirchevich. Thomas teases a 3. Inside, it's Washington. Kick out. Here's a 3 by Purdom. No. Gets the flyby. Purdom elbow jumper in traffic. Yes. Reggie Purdom tickles to Twylon. Here's Easter to set things up for the Greyhounds, looking to score for the first time since their second possession. Ball swings around the perimeter for a 3. No good. Over the score shot clock, so it'll be out of bounds. Aggie ball. Keeps the scoreless drought over 3 minutes now for the Greyhounds, who are just trying to find a spark. Munson goes to Washington, over to Thomas. If they can get Washington a bucket, all 5 starters will have scored. But here's a long 3 from Caitlin Goff-Brown off the back iron. Under 15 to go. Hit ahead pass, thrown away. Washington on the miss, goes to Purdom. Purdom pushes the tempo, then pulls it back at the timeline. Going to set up Horns at the logo. Double ball screen up top with Washington and Munson. Goes over to Washington. Tries the entry pass, denied to Thomas. Thomas pulls it out. Thomas size up move inside. The finger roll up and good. Thomas with a quick 5 points. On perfect shooting with 2 rebounds and an assist. Here's Oates. Inside. Oates has it. Top of the key for the 3. Oates busted open. He's making his dreams come true with that triple. The transfer in from Columbia State. Here's a 3 from Thomas to retaliate. No, back iron. First miss of the night for Jalen Thomas. Corner 3 for Oates. He can't go for that. Outlet pass by Purdom. Up ahead. Here comes Munson on the slam. 2 dunks for the Aggies. And they take a 13-5 lead. Greyhounds don't know what hit them. They expected the Aggies to roll over, but the Aggies never quit. The 4-game win streak in jeopardy for now, and a foul call will slow things up on Washington. Kevin O'Connor goes to the bench for the first time after these free throws. It will be Taylor Cox to check in, as well as Kenyon Holcomb. So, new faces here at the Aggie Gym. For Holcomb, he's a returner, but has not played at the Aggie Gym yet this year. Same with Cox. So it's Jalen Thomas, Deshaun Munson, Cox, and Holcomb with Caitlin Goff-Brown. Second free throw attempt. On the Kevin Durant shimmy. Good. Splits the difference. You got to shoot pretty effectively if you're going to break out the Kevin Durant shimmy. But whatever makes you comfortable. A lot of pressure applied to Cox. Cox can't evade it. Try as he might. Pop out, Goff-Brown. Entry pass to Munson, spin around, loses it. It's the Greyhounds on the miss. Oates, Euro step, throw away into the corner. Skip pass made for 3. No, back iron missed by Dioke. Thomas attacks downhill for now, kicks out to Cox. Cox going to regroup. Caitlin Goff-Brown gets the dribble handoff. Thought about a 3, no. Goes instead to Thomas. Thomas tries baseline. Thomas soars up for the floater, no good. Oates on the miss. Hit ahead pass made to White. White barrel his way to the rim for a charge. The Aggies stay in and will wipe away the White layup. It will be Caitlin Goff-Brown who draws the charge. He took the blow, but he did it his way. Getting the charge on Earl White, a sophomore from Queens, New York. Cox brings the ball to the floor. Dribble handoff now with Goff-Brown. Goes over to Munson. Top of the key. Munson inside to Goff-Brown. Loses it. Munson dives on the ball. Can't get it yet. Scooped up by Marvinovich. Into the corner. In the lane. Spinning his way to the rack and one. A strong finish for the Greyhounds and just what they needed from Earl White. A beautiful spin move. Gets the hoop and the harm. First foul will be called on the Aggies, Kenyon Holcomb. Munson checks out in favor of Cortland Jensen. One shot for White to complete the and one. Rattles in. Another change. Greyhounds bring back Greg Johnson, who was a starter, and take off White. Mixing and matching the rotation a bit here for the Greyhounds. Cox going to bring the ball up the floor, but faces pressure 94 feet. Going to be trapped at the logo. He's got to be careful. He's going to go in the corner. The bad place to be, but the Greyhounds call off the dogs. Cox behind the back move over to Thompson. Holcomb. Johnson. Thomas. Cox. 8 seconds. They got to move. Johnson. Hesitation. Free throw line jumper. Can't rattle in. Greyhounds kick over to Johnson. Euro step dump off pass to Marlee. Up and good. Murillo with the layup to pull the Greyhounds within 2. Almost a must-score possession for the Aggies. The offense has stalled for the last 2 minutes. No score. Almost threw it away. Goff Brown trying to answer the bell. In and out. But the Greyhounds will lose it out of bounds. They're going to say it's still Greyhound basketball, though. So at the media timeout, Cameron nurses a 2-point lead. We'll see how it ends with the final 11-18 after this. Greyhounds get the ball up the floor. Foul. So at the charity stripe, the Greyhounds can tie the game. Second foul on Holcomb. This lineup has not been conducive to offense. The Aggies are shooting 1 of their last 5 attempts. Scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Andre Washington gets off Holcomb, who is now in foul trouble. 2 quick ones on the returner. $11 minutes to go in the half. Free throw is in there to make it a 1-point game. Thomas goes back to Goff Brown, who flips it over to Purdom. Reggie Purdom barking out orders across the timeline. Instructing at the logo goes to Thomas, I should say. In the slot, hesitation, kick over to Goff Brown. Goff Brown drives, kicks. Purdom, ball fake once. Kick out. Goff Brown lines up a 3, gets fouled, no call, misses it. Hook shot, no good. Purdom going to attack. Finger roll, fouled. Purdom will go to the charity stripe, trying to break a 3-minute scoreless drought. does right there. Perfect for Purdom. Dribble handoff. Ball finds its way around the perimeter. Kick out for three. Bang. Tie game. Purdom trying to attack. Washington in the corner, trapped there, has the ball ripped away. They're going to call a jump ball before the Greyhounds got possession. Possession arrow favors the Greyhounds, so they'll get it back, though. Greyhounds can take their first lead of the contest if they can score on this possession. Munson set to return. They're going to go inside, no call, and they get the bucket. So that's an interesting decision by the refs there, and I agree with the Greyhound bench. If you're not going to call a block, if you're not going to call a charge, then you have to call a flop. And in that case, it would have been an extra free throw for the Greyhounds. It's got to be one of the three. It can't be nothing. But, alas, it is what it is. That's how it goes. Thomas for three, and that goes for the Aggies to put them back on the high side. A couple lead changes in the last 30 seconds. Under 9 to play in the half. Kick in the corner. Lines up a three. Contested offline. Misses everything. Purdom has the miss. Scrambling ahead. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Goff Brown pulls it out. Goes to Thomas. Thomas, who's knocked down 2 triples. Going to take a heat check here. No, going to attack the rim instead. Kick out. Goff Brown almost loses it. Goff Brown gets to the rack with the finger roll. A nice move by Kalen Goff Brown to create space. He's slithery to the rack. And he's going to get a illegal screen and a charge called on the Greyhounds. Kalen Goff Brown is doing everything tonight. And the Greyhounds are not too pleased with that call, as Easter gets an explanation. It'll be Thomas to inbound. Going to look for Purdom in the backcourt. Greyhounds going to apply pressure 94 feet with Dickey. Purdom goes to Munson. Launching a three is Goff Brown. The heat check won't fall. Long miss hauled in by the Greyhounds. Hit ahead to Decay. Almost loses it. In and out dribble. Kick out. Easter corner. Hop step in the lane. No shot. They're going to call it on the floor. Looks like a off-ball foul on Thomas. That's his second foul. And the Aggies are going to have to play without one of their best scorers. He has a team-high and game-high 8 points, and now he's on the bench with 2 fouls. And that's a tough decision for Kevin O'Connor to make at the 8-minute mark in the first quarter. When do you bring him back? Because you only get 5 of them, and he's already used 2. On the 5th one, you're next to KOC all night. A good place to be unless you're a basketball player. If you're a basketball player, you want to be on the floor. Spinning fadeaway. Back iron, no good. Purdom has the miss. He pushes the tempo a bit. Gets a defender in the air. Pops out to Washington. Inside to Munson. Munson baseline. Goes over to Purdom. Almost too high, but Purdom gets it. Purdom with the double screen. Was going to launch a three instead, and Purdom watches it go off the side iron. 7:30 to go. Attacking downhill, ripped away by Purdom. A great steal by Reggie Purdom to poke the ball free from Johnson. Aggies got to slow things down off of the turnover. They're going to get into their horns a look with a double screen up top for Purdom. Over to Washington. Washington bumped off a spot. Gets the ball right back. Kalen Goff Brown. Screen from Munson. In a 2-man game. Goff Brown with a nice crossover move. Plows his way to the rim, and a charge we called on Goff Brown. Goff Brown did a great job to shake his defender. And you wonder if you could have seen him pull up for a floater to evade that charge call. Nonetheless, at the 7:04 mark, Aggies are up 20-17. Back after this. Greyhounds out of the media timeout. Looking to score. They could tie the game with a 3. It'll be the second tie of the game. A game that's seen 2 lead changes already. Entry pass, foul on Goff Brown. Holding Johnson in the post on the entry pass. And so now Kevin O'Connor's going to go back to the bench and go to Johnson. Because Kalen Goff Brown now exits at the 6:50 mark. Apparently. Yes, now he goes. That's his second foul. Here's the big thing for Cameron. It's a good start. A really good start, especially considering the recent history. The issue here becomes you have your 2 best scorers and Jalen Thomas and Kalen Goff Brown with 2 fouls each. And there's still 6:50 to go in the first half, and the Greyhounds are in the bonus. Reggie Purdom, who ranks right up there in terms of your big trio of scores, has a foul himself. So his next one puts him in foul trouble, and he's on the floor right now. Someone from the bench that is not typically a staple of the rotation will have to step up for Cameron to help them nurse this lead. Washington going to get hit with an off-ball foul call, I believe, on Munson. And that's going to be Munson's first. Munson, the team leader in points per game before the winter break. Averaging nearly a double-double. Greyhounds working the ball around. Inside. No good. Tap back. Gets it done for Shinovich. Launching a 3 is Cox. No good. Johnson has the miss, though. Munson dribbles it himself. Goes to Purdom to set things up. Directs traffic. Purdom has 10 seconds to work with. Purdom, crossover move at the elbow. Tries the backdoor pass. No, not there. Taken away by Decay. Nice dump-off pass and slam by the Greyhounds. They take the 3-point advantage themselves at the 5:40 mark. Purdom. Munson thought about it. Instead goes to Cox. Back to Purdom. Purdom picks up the dribble. Goes back to Cox. Cox will drive. Behind the back move. Step through at the elbow. And it floats in somehow for Cox. 1-point game. Here's a 3. Heavily contested. Splashes in anyway. Johnson on fire. He's up to 8 points, tied for the team high. Munson, kick out. Cox lines up a three. Bang! Retaliates with a three of his own. 5 points for Cox, a season high, a career high. Aggies down one again. Washington deflects the pass, but it's Shinovich who gets hit with the charge. Washington stands in. Thomas returns. Thomas takes off Johnson. It'll be Cox, Purdom, Thomas, Munson, and Washington. Now we have a meeting of the minds. And officials talking to each coach. Not sure what about. Either way, all good. 4:20 left in the half. Cameron playing an inspired first half. One of their best all season. Purdom faces pressure 94 feet. Moves across the timeline, goes strong at the rack at the low block, shuffles the feet. Unless they're going to call a ball foul away from the ball on the Greyhounds, and they do. So it's going to be an away from the ball foul on the Greyhounds, and under the basket inbound for Purdom. That's the second foul called on Decay. And Decay has checked off the floor. Washington gets rejected, gets his own miss though, floats it up, and it's good on the second effort. Every starter now on the board for the Aggies at the 4-minute mark in the first half. Trapped in the baseline. They almost throw it away. Purdom couldn't quite get there in the passing lanes. Overzealous there. Foul bails out the Greyhounds, who jumped into the defense, but Johnson's been on a roll, so you got to give it to him. Johnson, 2 for 2 at the charity stripe, but team high 8 points. We'll see him shoot those free throws after this. 3:45. We'll have the final 3 minutes for you. Lone Star Conference Digital Network of the first half, and then second half action, and so on and so forth. Life goes on. Back out of this. Free throw attempts after the media timeout. First one offline. The best that the Greyhounds can do is tie it. Johnson looking to split the difference. He does just that, so it's a tie game, 27-all, with 3:45 to go before intermission. Purdom walks down the floor in the horns look with Washington. Double ball screen, handoff with Thomas. Thomas bumps the guy off his spot, going to get hit with a citation. That's the third foul on Thomas. hit with the charge, and they got to go right back to Johnson. And Thomas has to be done for the rest of the half, you imagine, with 3 foul calls. Charging foul right back. That was Washington pick up his second drawn charge of the game. We've seen 4 this contest between the two teams, an abnormal rate here in the first half. 3 minutes to go. Purdom. Munson. Washington. Munson flashing in the paint, gets rejected. Denied by Earl White. Hook shot no good. The follow-up slam is, though. Andre Washington clears the Greyhounds on the putback jam. Gives the Aggies the lead. Washington takes it away. He's doing everything. Purdom soars through for the finger roll, up and good. Andre Washington. 2 drawn charges, a putback slam, a steal that leads to a Purdom layup. And the Aggies are fired up, and they've been hit with their first bench warning. Greyhounds shoot the 3, stroke it good. Down by 1. Washington likes the matchup he's got, but Purdom will drive at the rack first. Denied to Munson. Johnson pulls it out, rejects the screen. Kick out to the corner. Washington, one more pass to Purdom. Ball fake there. Purdom, kick out, thrown away. Just like that, the momentum ceases. They're going to say it's Aggie basketball. What a break. Even Kevin O'Connor thought that was Greyhound ball with the way that he vigorously turned around to the bench. But the Aggies will catch a break. Munson to inbound at the 2-minute mark. Purdom. In and out move, low block, layup, up no good. Follow up by Munson is good. Wrapping around from the other side of the rim. Munson gets the putback layup. Aggies up 3. Step back baseline, Jay. Nothing but Twilon. A beautiful move by Easter. Johnson. Entry pass to Washington. Washington spinning through the lane. Throws up a layup. No good. Off the front iron. Hauled in. Hit ahead pass to Johnson. Tries to float one up, and he's going to get hit with a charge. That's the 3rd drawn charge by the Aggies. First for Reggie Purdom. And that's the 2nd foul on Greg Johnson, the Little Rock, Arkansas junior guard. Both teams are dealing with some foul trouble. It's DeKay, Marlowe, Johnson with 2 for the Greyhounds. Thomas has 3 for Cameron, and then Goff, Brown, and Holcomb have 2 each. Johnson gets the ball from Cox. Inside to Washington, spinning baseline. Washington trapped there, spinning out of it, and just throws up a prayer and gets hacked. Foul called on the Greyhounds. Number 40. Chernovich. His 2nd foul. So add another to the docket. Although at the 1-minute mark in the first half, it's not as a dire straight as it was had this been earlier in the first half to have 2. but still not pleasant. Washington hits the first. Lead extends to 2. He can get it up to as many as 3 with a make here. One more from Washington. Hits them both. A minute to go. Purdom gets screened out of the play for now. Now it's Easter taking on Munson. They don't want that matchup. Trying to work inside as Purdom's down low on the big man. They don't find him, though. Greyhounds attack strong. Washington walls up, and it's going to be an easy layup for the Greyhounds to pull back within 1. Shot clock still on. At a 10-second differential. Purdom gets into horns. They're going to take their time here. Getting into horns. Let's see what they do. They're going to wait till 8. Now here they come. Munson flashes in the lane. They dump it off to him in the dunker spot, and he's blocked again. Purdom with a loose ball foul. Can't have that happen. It's free throws for the Greyhounds. That's silliness. Greyhounds have a golden opportunity here. Shot clock turns off. 10 seconds left in the half. Greyhounds down by just 1. And they'll get a free trip to the charity stripe. Even worse news is Purdom with 2 fouls now. So every player of consequence besides Munson and Washington has 2 fouls or more. This one goes in. Tie game. Greyhounds can take the lead if he can connect on both. Next attempt on the shimmy shake. Good as well. Purdom. Shot clock turned off. Only 9 ticks left. Down to 5. Purdom in the lane. The elbow jumper, no good. Greyhounds launching a 3/4 court shot. Misses everything, but it was exciting nonetheless. And we'll be back in 30 seconds to talk to head women's basketball coach Jeff Mahoney after this.
80 years, the Lone Star Conference has been committed to excellence. What began in 1931 as a 5-team conference has grown to 18 institutions spanning 4 states. And while membership has changed, the pursuit of athletic success and academic excellence has never wavered. 119 national championships, over 2,000 All-Americans, and nearly 300 academic All-Americans. Celebrating 90 years of success, this is the Lone Star Conference.
And we're back with head coach Jeff Mahoney. And coach, tough one to fall tonight against Eastern New Mexico, but despite the offensive struggle, didn't shoot well from any level of the floor tonight. There were some really good shots generated, though, for your team.
Yeah, we just couldn't get anything going offensively at all. No rhythm. You know, we missed some shots right off the bat, and then, you know, we go 11-19 from the free throw line, and that's just totally uncharacteristic of us. Early, we didn't get to the free throw line. In the second half, we kind of made a run and got ourselves to the free throw line and go 1 of 2, you know. And defensively, I thought we were pretty good early. We just could not find a way to score. We started settling a little bit and just never got any kind of rhythm at all.
Is it easier to bounce back from these kind of games where you still forced the Greyhounds into 29 turnovers, you still had open looks that normally this team has proven that they can make, and it just came up a bit short, to bounce back from all of that knowing it's really all things you can pretty well control on Saturday to get another win against Western New Mexico?
Yeah, you know, kids just got to get in the gym and shoot. You know, we can practice them, and, you know, you get in the game and everything's sped up a little bit, timing's off, you know, just a little bit, and like I said, practice, we've been working hard and shooting the ball well in practice. So that's why tonight it was really a anomaly for me that we just could not find anybody that could shoot the ball in the hole. And it's not one kid. I mean, you can look at our stat line, and I mean, we had a lot of kids get some good looks, and then we just started forcing a couple things here and there, and then like I said, we made a run. We cut that thing to 8 and had like 3 possessions in a row to cut it down even more, and then either turned it over or missed a bump shot, and so they were very physical. I think in my mind they physically whipped us a little bit. The 50-50 balls that we talked about getting, we didn't get a lot of them. Like I said, 29 turnovers, but we had 13 points off of turnovers, and a lot of those were live ball turnovers that we either went down with numbers and didn't convert or turned it right back over to them. So just real disappointed in our execution and the things that we were trying to accomplish, and give them credit. We made that big run, and then they hit that 3 in the corner and just kind of sealed the game for them.
One player that did in her minutes get some 50-50 balls was Lakia Leslie. I think that she provided a good spark when you were trying to make that big run.
Yeah, Lakia's been struggling with injuries. Her knee's been bothering her, and her wrist's been bothering her and everything. And just tonight we just never really got going. She did get in and got some boards and done some things, but offensively we were just kind of out of rhythm.